Hello and welcome to Sunday. Now, yesterday we talked about trying to get this thermostat that we've had for years and years back working again. And that comes with a couple of challenges. Well, first off, the plug, right? We need to get a plug that you physically plug into the wall to power the thermostat. So that needs power source, right? There's no outlet really close by on that wall. It's a bit further away, but that's not too big of an issue. The thing that we wanted to do was drill a hole through the wall and change the light switch that's in the closet that it's next to with one that has a light switch and an outlet. So that's what we bought. We bought this combination light switch and outlet. Now, myself not being an electrician, I kind of failed out of electrical engineering. I don't know much about, electricity. I know a little bit. I know more than the average person, I'd say. Well, probably a lot more about than the average person, but not enough to do most electrical things. I kind of know. I mean, it's not too hard, but anyway. Light switches are very simple. You have 2 points that you need to connect the switch to. Typically, the white and neutral wire goes on the bottom with the silver screw, and then the other wire goes to the top one, and that controls the light switch. Simple as that. We replaced the switch that's in the closet with this one, and it didn't work. We couldn't figure out why. We tried every permutation that we could possibly think of. There's only 6 of them. I think there's 3 points where you can actually connect the wires that actually matter. And we have 2 wires, so technically we only needed to do it 3 times, but we flipped them around for a total of 6. So we determined that probably the switch is broken. But after kind of digging through everything, we discovered that the only wiring there is dedicated towards that light. There is no other, thing in that area that we can actually use to power this outlet. So we're SOL. Yeah, there's no power to that closet, and that's unfortunate. But it kind of leads into another problem. How are we gonna get to power it? First off, the main issue is the combo switch didn't work. That was the big issue, right? We tried everything we could, it just didn't work, and even if it did work, there was no way to power this outlet. So what do we do? Well, first off, we return this. I actually tried returning it, and they're like, hey, keep it, it doesn't work, we don't want it. I'm like, okay, cool, just got a refund. So don't need that. Cool. Next thing on the docket would be clearing out the closet. We spend a lot of time clearing out that closet. It's just filled with shoes and coats and whatnot that haven't been worn or used in forever, so we got rid of a lot of it. Good at there. There is a light switch right next to the, what do you call it? The thermostat, so we tried swapping that out with this, and we determined that it's definitely the switch. All good there. We don't have the plug yet. It should be arriving sometime tomorrow, so we'll see what happens there. The easiest thing that we can come up with is just running one single wire, like that power cable, and it's going to be sticking out of the wall just a tiny bit, but we're going to run it along the wall and just have it just go right to the thermostat, so we don't need to drill anything. It's going to be just simple as that. Hopefully the cable is long enough. It says 16 feet. That should be perfectly fine. But that's the that's where we're at right now, right? We just need to get that plug, run it there, and hopefully it works just fine. Hopefully. We'll see how that goes in practice, but maybe we'll have this thermostat thing sorted by tomorrow. If not, then who knows? But it should be relatively simple. It should be plug and play. We'll see what happens. I'll test it out and probably move back here with a hopefully working thermostat tomorrow, but it's been annoying dealing with that, spending a couple hours just trying to get this working, trying to figure everything out, only to just basically realized, hey, our solution doesn't work, and if it did work, we wouldn't have power to this outlet. Simple as that. But live and learn. We'll figure out things tomorrow, hopefully. It just is that simple. But for now, that's what I'm going to call it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then, later.